Hello friends and welcome to another YouTube video. I hope that you guys have been well. I am very excited to say that today's sponsor is XP Pen. I will be reviewing 3 of their new drawing tablets that is in collaboration with Line Play. I am going to have some timestamps in the description down below in case you want to skip to a particular drawing tablet and see my thoughts on that. And so I'm going to be showing you guys the live unboxing of me opening up all the packages, and then I'm going to be showing you my experience with each drawing tablet as well as the process of this particular illustration over here. And so yeah, stay tuned if you are interested in that. And so as you guys probably know, if you're not new to my channel, I am not primarily a digital artist, but I do have some experience with digital drawing. And so just as a little bit of context before we get into this review, I want to say that I have been using a Wacom bamboo tablet since grade 11 that was gifted to me by my uncle. I have had this thing for over 10 years now, and it is the first and only traditional drawing tablet that I've ever owned, and literally I was using it up until yesterday. And so that's where we're upgrading from. And then the other thing that I own that I got a number of years ago is an iPad Pro with the Apple Pencil. And so obviously this is a huge upgrade from that Wacom bamboo tablet, and is going to be a little bit different from what we're reviewing today, but it does kind of hopefully give you guys some context with the experience that I have thus far in terms of digital drawing and digital drawing mediums. The tablets that are going to be featured in today's video are the Star G640, the Deco 01 version 2, and lastly the Artist 12 Pro. The boxes alone are adorable, and so I guess I will open them from the smallest to the biggest. Just put those aside there. Oh my goodness, it is so adorable. One, the tablet is so tiny and compact, great for traveling, I imagine. And I can't believe that they even have the actual Line Play mascots like on the actual tablet. And also, how crazy thin is that? That's insane. Guess this is a protective film. How adorable. Cable, you know. So when XP Pen had asked me to work with them, they had said that the products were co-branded, but they didn't tell me what the co-brand was. And I am so excited that it's Line Play because their characters are way too cute. And look at all these extra little goodies. We got the extra nibs. The cutest little notepad. Oh my goodness. You best believe people who are ordering from my shop will get some of these in their orders. We've got our pen and the cutest of stickers. The next one in this very pretty teal box. So it's got a sleeve on it. Okay, so this one opens up like that. This is the best brand collaboration ever. So we got another cover. Oh my god. Guys, I'm gonna die. This is so cute. Okay, one thing at a time. Let's open this first. Okay, so similar to the first one, we've got a adorable printed Line Play characters on there. Of course, this one is definitely a little bit bigger. And as we've already seen, this super cute pencil pouch. Ooh, squishy. Very cute. So we've got the nibs, cable, we've got the pen and stand over here. And some more doodads that I'll deal with later. Another cute little ruler. The notepad again. And stickers. And we've got a glove this time. Goes on like that. So last but not least, we've got the big boy here. I cannot get over all these line play themed items. So we've got, it's a tote bag. I'm so sorry I'm being so annoying saying everything's cute, but I mean, that's what it's just. That is so nice. Wow, what a nice little touch. I definitely will be using this tote bag for when I bring your shop orders to the post office. All right, so this one, I'm very, very excited about this one because this is actually a graphics tablet. So the other two are a drawing tablet where you plug it into your computer or laptop and you draw on the drawing tablet, but you have to look at your actual device's screen. I'm so excited. I love that we've got our line play branding on it. It's so cute. Oh my god. This is the greatest thing I've ever seen. So this is the stand, and I've watched a few reviews on XP tablet display things. And I've seen that, I guess the thing about their stands is that there's one kind of setting there, but I'm sure that'll be fine for me. I don't need a super intense incline. So we got our guide, another cute pencil pouch, another glove, some more. I'm gonna have so many line play stickers on all of my things. And then, yes, we've got our little ruler again and our little notepad. And then we got our cables and stuff. Oh, and this is nice. This comes with a little thing to clean your screen, which will be good because I'm sure I'll get lots of fingerprints on it. The other thing with this is it also has a container for the pen, if I can get it out. Okay, so yeah, we've got our nibs in here, which is actually quite nice. It's more organized storage, whereas the other ones just kind of came in a bag loose. And then I guess the pen is inside here. Yes. Oh, ooh, I like the silicone-y feel of it. That's nice. All right, and on to the review. So first we're going to start out with the smallest one, the Star G640. It is, as you saw, super tiny, very light, super compact. And I would say that I am not a drawing tablet expert, so I've sort of like put up some rough specs here, and I'm just going to talk about my experience with it and my thoughts on it in general. And so as you can see here, you can kind of adjust the pressure sensitivity in the settings window. And I usually go for a little bit softer because I have a tendency to press really hard. And so I feel like if I make the pressure sensitivity a little bit softer, it kind of forces me to try and have a little bit of lighter hand, and that just eases my hand from cramping over time from, drawing for hours and hours. And so you can see here, I'm using Photoshop and I'm just testing out the variances in the line width with the pressure sensitivity. And honestly, for such an affordable drawing tablet, I was really, really impressed by the variety. And something that I was initially concerned about when I opened this up was that the image on the tablet was going to disrupt the drawing experience, but it's totally seamless. You can't tell that there's even an image there. It's completely flush. There's no worries about that. And so given its size and its really affordable price point, I would say that this tablet would be suitable for maybe a very young budding artist that is interested in getting started really early in digital drawing. But I would say that you might as well upgrade to a larger size if you're a little bit more serious about drawing. I think if you are interested in drawing, you might as well go for this one. And this is the Deco 01 V2. It's still very light and thin and also quite affordable as well, but I think a much better size for actually creating artwork. And well, of course, this one is definitely a lot bigger than the first one that we looked at. This one, I find it's still a comfortable size to fit on my desk along with my keyboard, and I don't really have an issue with it. And then similar to the first drawing tablet, here you can see me testing out the pressure sensitivity. And then the additional thing with this one is that it has shortcut keys on the side. And so here you can see I am customizing the keys to the shortcuts that I think I would probably want to use the most. And something that is, I guess, worth mentioning is that this pen has the silicone grip on it, whereas the first one does not. And I find that's just a nice little touch for just kind of the feel of it in your hand. And as you can see here, I'm testing out the pressure sensitivity again, just using brushes that come with Photoshop CC. And something that I actually was surprised by was I preferred the feel of the tablet with the cover that it comes with. I found that it just felt so much smoother, and that the pen really kind of glided across the surface really nicely. And so obviously the smaller tablet came with one as well. I just didn't bother to try it out, but yeah, I actually really like this cover. And something that I was surprised by is it actually doesn't really move around either. I think because of the way that they die cut the edges and the way that it fits over top of the buttons, and so it actually doesn't slide around or anything, which I was pretty surprised by as well. And yeah, so from here I decided to try and quickly just do a fun little drawing as a more interesting demo for you guys, as opposed to just squiggly lines. And so yeah, I am mapping out a figure here, and this is kind of the way that I like to draw my figures. I kind of start out with a general gesture lines to mimic a stick figure, and then using just general shapes to map out the rest of the body. And as you saw earlier, my experience with drawing tablets is literally just that one Wacom bamboo tablet, which is super small, and then my iPad, which I got a couple of years ago. And so working on this Deco 01 version 2 tablet was such a joy, because I was able to use my whole arm to actually draw some of these lines, as opposed to being restricted into that very tiny drawing space that I had with the bamboo tablet. And it was also nice to have the express keys ready to go for keys that I find are a little bit harder to reach on my keyboard. So yeah, overall, I think that this is a great starting drawing tablet. So if you're someone who has drawing tablets already, or you have a lot of experience with drawing digitally, this is probably not really going to be an upgrade for you. But someone who doesn't own any drawing tablets, or is very new to digital drawing, looking to jump in to digital drawing for the very first time, I think this is a great starting point. So something to kind of introduce you to this drawing format, this medium, without having to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars, because the price point on this thing is, as far as I know right now, is about $80 US, which is really, really great for what you get. Of course, that being said, again, I don't have a ton of experience with many different drawing tablets, and since I spent so long just using that tiny Wacom bamboo tablet, this felt like a huge upgrade, mostly because of the size and just the newness and the smooth feel of the drawing experience. But seriously, I'm really happy with it. And then finally moving on to the very last one, the Artist 12 Pro. So of course this is going to be fairly different from the first two, since this is going to be an actual graphics drawing tablet. And so my direct comparison in my experience would be the iPad Pro, which of course is different, but that's going to be kind of the closest reference point that I have, since I've never tried another graphics drawing tablet before. So something that I forgot to mention about these drawing tablets is that you just install the drivers from the XP Pen website. It's very straightforward, but the one thing that is important to note is that you can only have one driver installed at a time. And so whenever I was switching to a new tablet, I had to delete the previous driver and then install the new one, but it doesn't really take very long, so it really isn't that big of a deal. And so here you can see me using the little stand that it comes with, and I really like the incline that it has. It's a bit more on the shallow side in terms of the angle, but I do think that it probably would be beneficial for other people to have different inclines on the tilt, because I'm sure there is going to be different preferences for people. But that's just a very small detail. I'm sure that you can get other stands for your tablet if you really want to. And then here I'm kind of just testing out the kind of how fast the reaction time is on the strokes. And then I also originally was having troubles with the toolbar on the side here because I couldn't access the color swatches at the bottom because the screen kind of didn't extend to the very bottom. But thankfully I did figure it out. I just had to condense the tool so that I could access the color swatch at the bottom. And so there's just tiny little learning curves there. But overall, I felt like this was a really great experience to use. I really, really like the dial, the wheel on the side to be able to zoom in and out. I found it very intuitive and just so much easier to use instead of having to use my keyboard for zooming in and out. And so long as I remembered which shortcuts I put where, I found that the buttons are handy as well. And here you can see I'm actually testing out the glove. I put it on because I actually had just put hand lotion on, so that was a really nice thing to have. But overall, I don't think that I will really need to use the glove most of the time. And then here I just switched over to the screen. And yeah, basically I'm just kind of fiddling around with it. As you guys already know, I'm not primarily a digital artist, and so I wanted to just do something kind of quick and fun. And I would say some of the cons with this drawing tablet was, for some reason, I felt like the surface, when I was drawing on the surface, there was slightly different textures. Some areas were super smooth and then some were a touch gritty. I don't know if maybe that was the nib or the angle I was drawing at, but that was kind of a strange thing. Whereas the tablet that I reviewed earlier with the little cover, I felt like it was really, really smooth. So I'm not really sure what the deal was with that, but very, very minor thing that could be easily overlooked. And then to talk about some more pros about this tablet, I really think that a graphics tablet has a lot of benefits because you are plugging it into your computer, and so you can use any program that is available to you on your computer, like Illustrator and InDesign and and Photoshop. These are programs that I don't actually use on my iPad because I'm worried about, space, and so that element is more liberating to have all those options available to you. And a nice thing about a graphics tablet is that because you're plugging it directly into a computer, you don't have to worry about charging the drawing tablet or the pen. That's another thing that I really enjoyed because I hate having to wait for X, Y, and Z to charge. And so another thing about that is I found that I didn't feel like it was getting really, really hot. I find that my iPad, it gets pretty hot fairly quickly, and so I'm kind of forced to stop drawing and wait for it to cool down before I continue. And so there's just a lot of flexibility in using a graphics drawing tablet for those kinds of reasons, especially for long periods of time or using kind of larger, more powerful programs. And so, like I said, while I primarily don't draw fully rendered illustrations digitally very often, I do occasionally will do a digital piece for products like stickers, or I use digital programs to create enamel pin designs and things like that. And I also use my drawing tablets to edit my traditional illustrations as well, because when you scan a traditional piece, you do always have to edit it a little bit in terms of cleaning it up and dealing with little specks and things. So I definitely look forward to using these tablets in the future for all of my, artistic needs. All right, so in conclusion, I would say that the first tablet that we looked at, the Star G640, I would say that because of its size and price point, I would say it would be great for a very, very young artist, or even for someone who might not even be an artist. Maybe someone who needs to just have a tablet to write, sign signatures for contracts or to grade papers digitally. I'm not a teacher, so I don't know where we're at in the landscape of teaching and grading, but that might be really useful. Because it's so small and so light, I think it would be great for students because you can travel around with it from place to place, things like that. So I would say that's its kind of strengths, is that it's so small and portable if you wanted to have it, with your laptop. And then with the second tablet that we looked at, the Deco 01V2, I would say that this one I think is a great drawing tablet for someone who is kind of starting out, interested in the medium, and it's a good enough size that you have more flexibility in your kind of capacity of drawing as opposed to the really small one. But also it's not so big that it's overwhelming for someone who's new to drawing with a drawing tablet. And then of course, finally, with our Artist 12 Pro, I think that this is a great alternative if you don't have the money to invest in an iPad and an Apple Pencil, because those are very expensive. And so this is a great compromise, I think, being able to draw directly onto the screen like you would with an iPad, but for a fraction of the price. And for me, if I were to be investing into a graphics drawing tablet, I would actually go ahead and save a little bit and get a larger version of this tablet, because it's definitely going to be something that is an investment. And so for me, I would rather just go a little bit bigger so that you have more drawing space and a better kind of larger working area. And overall, I think that XP Pen is a great brand for having such a wide variety of products for every different kind of artist, no matter what level or stage they're at, and also at many different price points. So thank you so much to XP Pen for sending me these awesome products to try out, and for sponsoring this video and supporting this channel. And thank you guys for watching my content and being here. I am so thankful to have all of your support. And yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. I will see you in the next one. Bye.